All right, there's our vertical. We're going to roll a little to the right, little right stick. Looking left. Don't look anywhere. Look left. Now, once we get established in the spin, now look forward for the yaw.
Okay.
You see that?
Yep.
And it's very apparent. Just look right down the nose. That's where you want to be. Yep. Okay, so we're going to need to recover eventually. So power to idle. Go ahead. Ailerons in the middle. Right rudder. Center of the elevator. Center of the rudder. There you go.
November 911 Whiskey Mike, the Cessna departing will be runway heading, and then eventually right close traffic, turn left on course, runway 31, intersection departure, runway 20, cleared for takeoff, left turn out early approved if you'd like it.
Okay, traffic in sight, clear for takeoff, 31, 1 Whiskey Mike. We just go to level flight.
Yeah, flight 745.
Take a peek over the nose, make sure no one's there.
Down what I'll call base number 4.
And we can warm up with just a ballistic aileron roll.
Okay.
Maybe one to the left, one to the right. Warm up with that. Then we'll do a few of the slow rolls.
Runway 31, clear to land.
Traffic inside, number 33139, pleasure, 2012.
Flyer 707, fly runway heading.
All right, so if we're going to do a slow roll to the inverted and pause there for a few seconds, is what we want to do is you want to lift your left toe back, and then we'll start from level pitch. Left toe lifted back about 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
It's just going to be a little left stick and about a 1/2 inch of right toe, or 3/4 of an inch of right toe, forward push, and that'll get us to the inverted. And we'll check out our seat belts and make sure everything's working right, all buckled in comfortably, all right?
Okay. Following traffic off your left.
So there's level pitch, left toe back.
And just...
Yep, just start a left roll, right toe, right toe, right toe, forward push, lift your toes. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. And lift your right toe back. And a little more push because we're going downhill pretty well. So then lift your right toe back, and then when we roll left, it's going to be left stick, left toe.
Okay.
And whenever you're ready.
707, make right traffic.
Push forward on the stick.
Yeah, there's a little more of that than needed. Yep.
Until I get...
But all in all, that felt fairly comfortable as far as getting the seatbelt system and everything in play. So that was all good there.
Okay.
So if we're going to, we'll do one more of those, just half to the inverted, pause there, and then we'll do one more of those, and then we'll just go and practice a couple of them all the way around one time.
Okay.
All right. So another half roll to the inverted, left toe lifted back, start a little bit of a left roll, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, little forward push, pause there.
Center them up.
Uh-huh.
And right toe back.
Right toe back, a little left stick, and then a little left toe. And take out the push. There you go. That was better. If we want to keep the roll going, it's left toe lifted back, left stick. So we go left stick, right rudder, forward push, and we want to hold the right rudder until we're at about the 11 o'clock position. So look out in front of you and imagine 12 o'clock is straight ahead.
Okay.
Look slightly left, about where the city of Jacksonville is. That's about where you switch your toes. You don't switch your toe from right to left directly in front of you. Does that make any sense?
Not really.
Yeah, all right. So when we do a roll, it's left toe back, left stick, right rudder, but we're going to hold the right rudder until we're past inverted.
Okay.
Then switch to the left rudder.
Okay.
That's an important element that nobody's ever talked about. but it's really important. All right, so left toe back. We'll just roll nice and smooth. So left stick a little bit, right rudder, forward push, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, left rudder. Take the push out. See how that worked?
Yes. Okay.
Notice the lag in where we put the right and the left rudder. It was in the 11 o'clock
so
position.
Past inverted.
Past inverted, still holding a little right rudder pressure. You don't switch your toes at the inverted. You wait until you're past the inverted at about the 11 o'clock position when you switch your toes.
Okay. Try it again?
Yeah, so left toe back. Right, left roll, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder, right rudder. Keep the roll in there. Left rudder, take it out. There you go.
Okay.
All right, little, you know, a little.
I paused. Yeah, I was still stuck back one move back.
Yeah, that's all right. A little waggly, but not too bad. So we'll start with a just a loop, and then you know we'll just start with one-off maneuvers, as in a loop, and then a half Cuban, and then a Humpty, and then a Hammerhead, and then we'll start putting them together in a sequence.
Okay.
Then we'll do a couple of variables. Variables as in barrel rolls and Clover Leafs, which you've not seen before probably.
Nope.
And, you know, Reverse Cuban and a couple of those things. All right, let's just focus on doing a nice loop. Look forward, bring the nose up, traffic's clear. Looking for your orange tape. That was good. Look forward.
Wind 04013.
Yeah, good float and load it. Little stall there.
What did I do there wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. I mean, you just stalled it on the down line.
Okay.
All right. And so you did the right thing. Unloaded it. Right? Look, unload. All right, that's all you have to do. All right, we'll do a half Cuban, and then we'll head us back the other way. So focus on the half loop. That left wing is down a little bit. That's okay. Come up and over the top. Look forward and float it. Come down. Somewhere into the trees, right about there, and roll.
I got the stall again.
Another stall, yeah. Could have held the down line just for a second, and then
just build a little more speed.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, line up on the axis here, and then we'll try a Humpty Bump. So come to the vertical, a short count, 1, 2, 3, back stick, more
you want to go
stick.
climb first, or?
We're good here.
Good here? Good.
Yeah. All right, so.
There's level.
Yeah. Come up to the vertical, looking at your orange tape. Right there, and a little back stick. And a little more back, a little more back, a little more back, a little more back, and stop it. And recover it. Good.
I forgot to stop again.
That's all right. Yeah, we got a little overshoot on that. So what we'll do, we'll try a Hammerhead, all right? So energy's looking pretty good. And focus on the pull.
The level flight?
Yep, from level flight. And bring us right up to the vertical. And wait on it, wait on it, wait on it.
Yep, November 86 Lima.
Pause there.
Taxiway Bravo, contact right.
And kick left pedal.
30, hold short Bravo, switch over.
Get the pedal, there it is.
Thanks for the help.
And then we load it.
November 42 Zulu, Zulu, St. Augustine Tower, turn right on course.
Yeah, so we had a couple of minor things.
Clear for takeoff.
Our vertical line was right wing down and on our back.
Okay.
So we were a little too far on our back, and that left wing was high. And then that caused the pivot to really torque and to be a really, really challenge for the airplane to try to pivot left when it was yawed side slipped off to the right and on its back. So do you notice how slow that one went?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bad vertical line.
We didn't snap very good.
It did. And then we ended up coming off heading about, I don't know, 40 degrees or something.
Yep.
So, yeah, all right, we'll kind of do one of these together again. So, and I'll make sure the vertical line is good for us. So focus on that orange tape, because we should have seen the orange tape was way up in the sky, and that would have been left rudder to bring it down.
Okay.
All right, look forward and bring us up. Coming this way, and right there. That's your vertical right there. Left kick,
Stop for waiting IFR release for just a moment.
then right stick, then pedal, center, and load it.
Bucky calling tower.
And a little stall there, that's good.
6 miles northwest with Popeye inbound for the pattern work.
As soon as we had a good pivot because we had a good vertical line. If that vertical line is off in the least little bit, the pivot gets messed up.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of stall buffet. Almost every maneuver.
Yeah, we're kind of man fisting the airplane as opposed to kind of more gentle on the elevator. So it's your pitch rate that is increasing too much for the angle of attack.
So just be slower on the back.
A little slower on the back elevator,
okay.
and but you're it's not a big deal. You're unloading the elevator every time we do it. All right, let's set up for a Humpty Bump. All right.
Okay.
So
level.
Yep. And straight up for a short count.
Departure 5 Gulf Alpha, good day, sir.
Right there, 1, 2, little back stick, and a little more back stick. And stop it right up, right there, that's vertical.
Okay.
And bring it up. All right, so we'll plan on a pause here. We'll plan on another vertical line, and then we'll push out 45 degrees on the back, okay? Bring it straight up. And right about there, 1, 2, back stick.
Report midfield each pass.
And down, a little more, and push out, and roll left. Now, energy coming back up to level. And we'll think about a half Cuban. So energy's good, look forward, straight on up. Look forward, float. We'll do a half Cuban, float. Down. And there you go, roll left.
Game 6-7, say the request.
Little stall there, not too bad. Bring it up for a loop.
And game 6.
Energy's good.
And just advise
Up for the loop.
or southwest.
Wilco, after contact, I'll probably head back to the shoreline. Proceed southbound, thanks.
And game 6-7, roger.
Relax, let it come down and around, and put a little G on it. Energy's good enough for a hammerhead. We won't hold it as long, but we will have a hammerhead here. All right, so load it to the vertical. Right about there. Wait. Kick left pedal. Right aileron. Right pedal. Center. Load it. Very good. Okay, good. So is what we'll do is we're going to try a half reverse Cuban, okay?
Okay.
And so the reverse Cuban is where we're going to pitch up 45 degrees, look forward, and half roll to the inverted, and then we'll hold that up line. If you hold the up line for a couple of seconds and then roll, then you'll hold that up line about 3 or 4 seconds inverted.
Okay.
All right, so let's see, energy, we want a little bit more energy, so we'll go from level pitch for just a second or two. Axis is looking pretty good. So again, we're going to come up to the 45 degree line and then look forward and half roll. All right, but don't forget about lifting the left toe and left stick, right rudder, forward push. All right, that's what so it's the slow roll technique.
Okay.
All right, so bring the nose up. Little more. Look forward, left toe back, roll with the right toe. Yeah, we don't push too much, because that's the line right there, 45. All right, bring it back on the stick, just like a back of a loop. So that's the a reverse Cuban.
Okay. And the back half of all this stuff, I'm forgetting to look at that to kind of tell where I'm at for my angle.
Yeah.
Because that's when I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how to get oriented again, and I keep forgetting to look at my Whatever that thing's called.
Yeah. Your orange tape, so. Because the sight back here is a little bit challenging to see from the front seat. There's a parallax you got to take into account. So your brain might not be picking that up, but that's all right. Good axis right there. Yeah, little nose down, get a little energy. And again, we'll do a half roll to the inverted on the reverse Cuban. So energy's looking pretty good. Bringing the nose up, straight up for 45 degrees. A little more, lift your left toe back. Look forward. Roll left with a little right rudder and a little forward push. Center. And back stick. There you go. All right, so the first part of a barrel roll is just like a wing over. So let's just do kind of a couple of wing overs. So look 45 degrees left. So look at the nose, look at the wingtip, pick a point in between.
Okay.
Look up 45 degrees. We're going to look at the nose. Look at the nose of the airplane. Look at the 45 degree point again, the high one.
Okay.
Look at the high, look at the nose. Look at the high, look at the nose. Look at the high. And notice what we're doing. We're drawing an arc with the nose of the airplane. We want to be at 90 degrees of bank when we pitch and roll. Pitch and roll, pitch and roll, pitch and roll. Look at your point, then look at the horizon and get 90 degrees of bank, and now we relax. Then we add a little back stick. That's how we do a wing over. And that's the first half of a wing over is the first quarter of a barrel roll.
Okay.
If you can't get the nose up 45 degrees off heading, 45 degrees up at knife edge, if you can't get that, you're never going to be able to do a barrel roll. Okay. So look over 45 to the left, look up 45 degrees. Look at the nose, look at the 45 degree high point. We're going to do one wing over. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Being at 90 degrees of bank, looking at the horizon, and now relax. Don't push, don't pull, don't do anything. Just relax. Back stick. Right roll with right aileron on right rudder. There you go.
Okay.
All right, that's how we do a wing over. All right. Now, looking at your high point, 45 up, look at your left pitot tube. Look left at the pitot tube. Okay. Look all the way to the horizon.
Okay.
Left. See the pitot tube?
Yep.
That's where we're going to be inverted coming through the horizon. And then I want you to look forward. And when I tell you up and right, turn your head up and right. Turn your head up and right. That's what you're going to need to do, all right? Okay. It doesn't make any sense now. We could have talked about it in ground school for an hour and a half. This does not make any sense. So, pitch and roll to the high point. Look left. Okay. We're going to do a barrel roll. So, pitch and roll to the high point. Unload and roll. Now look up to the right. Find the ground and fly us back. Fly us back to that point. That was a barrel roll. Okay. Didn't make any sense, does it?
Nope, not really. I get what you're saying though.
So it's kind of a mantra.
Up
look
here,
at the height.
up here.
Yeah. First of all, look up left. One more to the left. So pitch and roll. Pitch and roll. Now unload it like you're at the top of a loop, but keep the roll rate in there. Now look up and right. Find the ground and fly us back over to that power line. Right back up and over. There you go. Okay. So that's how we do barrel rolls. Look left, turn left. This next thing we'll do a couple of Clover Leafs. We want to do one half of a loop, and I want you to look left. Notice which way when you look left. When we look left at the top of a loop and we move the stick left, we're going to fly out that direction to the south, okay? Okay. Again, talking about this in ground school, it doesn't make any sense. You just kind of have to get up here and do it. All right, so give me a half of a loop. Okay. So look forward and bring it right up, about 3 Gs. Your controls, bring it up. Coming up and over, coming up and over.
Okay, keep going.
Look straight ahead. Okay, now, when the nose touches the horizon right there, we move the stick left and we fly out heading south.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, give me a half loop. Look left, or look forward and load it. Straight up. Straight back, look left, keep the G on it. Give me a half loop. Coming over, coming over, coming over, coming over, coming over. Look forward, relax. Let the nose touch. Now, an 1/8 of an inch of aileron. Notice it's an 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch of aileron. It's not much, is it?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Not too much roll rate. Look forward, load it, give me a half loop. And notice it is a half loop. You've got to wait for the nose to touch. Float, look forward. Wait for the nose to touch. Touch. Now a little left stick, back stick. Back to level, pause. One more, and that'll put us on our original heading to the west. Straight up. Good half loop. Look forward, relax, let it float, let it float. Let it touch. Now think about your ground reference and the shallow roll and a shallow pull. Very nice.
Oh,
Isn't that a beautiful maneuver?
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right.
Very simple, but complex to explain.
Yeah, exactly. I could have spent an hour in ground school trying to brief that up and the barrel roll, and they make no sense.
Yeah.
All right, we just got a couple of minutes. Let's do an upright flat spin.
Okay.
Demo. All right, look left, turn left. So again, we're going to start this on a vertical up line into the upright flat spin. Let's let it go around a few turns, and then we'll recover. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's come up to the vertical. All right. Your controls bring us up to the vertical, and then we're going to roll to the right. All right, there's our vertical. We're going to roll a little to the right, little right stick. Looking left. Don't look anywhere. Look left. Now, once we get established in the spin, now look forward for the yaw.
Okay.
You see that?
Yep.
And it's very apparent. Just look right down the nose. That's where you want to be.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to need to recover eventually. So power to idle. Go ahead. Ailerons in the middle. Right rudder. Center of the elevator. Center of the rudder. There you go. Look right, turn right, head us for the airport. There we go. Good. Our acro tank is on E, so you know what that tells me? We've had a good time.
Good time, yep.
So I guess the last of the something that we could do is inverted turns for a moment, if you wanted to review that.
Yeah.
While we're heading back to the airport. So left toe lifted back. Give us a half roll to the inverted. All right,
Okay.
So go ahead. All right. Now, if we want to go over here more toward the north, that's to the right.
Okay.
It'll be away from, and a little left turn here, a little left stick, and then push. So that's heading us up to the north. See that?
Yep.
Right stick will put us back where we want to be. All right. So look over the other way, a little away from, back toward the ocean, and push. Push a little bit.
Runway 31, intersection.
Push a little bit.
Runway 20, turn right on course.
And back to wings level. Left stick. There you go. All right, we're going to roll out to the right, okay? So it's going to be lift your left toe back, and then it's going to be right stick, right toe. All right, so go ahead. Good. Tower extra 911 Whiskey Mike, 9 West, Papa, full stop.
Remember 911 Whiskey Mike, St. Augustine Tower, enter left base, runway 31.
Left base 31, 1 Whiskey Mike. All right, since our aerobatic tank is on E for empty, I'm going to go ahead and put us on the wing where we have 3/4, okay?
That sounds good.
Okay.
I like that plan.
Yeah, I didn't want to do us a flame out here. And 1 Whiskey Mike on that left base.
From 1 Whiskey Mike, clear to land, runway 31, wind 03012.
All right, so we want to look down and locate the planet Earth down there. Do you see it?
I got it.
Okay. Now, you know what you do if you don't see the planet Earth. You dial 9er, 1er, 1er, and you call NASA. Does that make sense?
Because you're really high.
Yeah, and then they'll vector you back down to the planet. Okay. Most people don't know that. I'm giving you some life lessons here.
That's bonus tip.
Yeah. All right, so gonna Do a hover taxi here for a moment. Still crooked, still a little high. Get it straight.
Number 1 Whiskey Mike, red at Alpha 3 or Alpha 2, contact ground point 17.
Alpha 3 ground, 1 Whiskey Mike.